Good afternoon world from Magpupungko rock pools. Please excuse the wind. It's a bit of a breezy day, isn't it?
It's nice though.
Story's already in the water. This is our first time back here since Typhoon Odette. To be completely honest, we've been a little bit scared to come back here because we were worried that it was going to be damaged beyond belief, and this was one of the reasons why we moved to this island, this beautiful geological formation that's very unique to Siargao. So this will be our first time experiencing it and seeing what it's actually like here. There's been quite a bit of interest from our subscribers, you guys watching the channel, to see what happened to this place since the typhoon, and on first impressions it's not looking too bad. We actually got access for free at the moment because technically it's temporarily closed, but it's actually still kind of open. Lots of people are still here, and because the tourists have now come back to the island, it would be a shame to not let them see this place even without the entry fee and whatever amenities were here before. Of course, it's always a little bit inconvenient if you don't have somewhere to eat or drink or whatever, but at least the natural beauty of the place, which is the highlight, looks like it's still here.
We have our water shoes on today, all three of us, because last time we were here we didn't have them.
Yep.
And it was something that we really needed. I fell over. So I'm hoping not to do that today, but yeah, we all have water shoes on.
Prepared.
Yeah.
I've even got the waterproof bag. And Story is wandering off. She wants to really get in that water.
Yeah.
I've already seen from an aerial perspective that the most famous part of this rock pool, the big rock which kind of looks like it's balancing by itself, is still standing. We were worried that this rock might have fallen down because other big rocks actually got tumbled by the storm surge, but luckily the highlight view is here and it's looking lovely as ever. Those really crystal clear waters and the turquoise colour still exists. That was another thing I was worried about, that perhaps a load of sand would have been brought in like it has on our beach and filled up the rock pools so that they no longer existed. That's not the case. You can still see the rock pools and you can still swim in them, which is what I'm planning to do right now. I actually feel like this is a bit of an improvement, Sash. With all the sand here down on the floor, it's a lot easier to walk along this bit now.
It's less sharp.
Yeah, like even if you didn't have your water shoes, you could manage this.
Yeah.
Whereas last time it was like walking on blades.
Yeah, it was. This is where I fell over actually, it really hurt.
You're that excited kid. The water is cool. I would say it's cool, it's not warm, but we are here at the lowest tide in the day. Right now in this season it doesn't get that low, but we should be low enough to be able to get into the rock pools and swim. There is still a bit of a current. You can see the waves are just coming over the reef there, but it should get less and less the longer we're here. I did bring the waterproof camera, but whether or not it's going to work is a different story. We'll see. Let's just do what we can. I've just switched to the underwater camera and got closer to the rock pools, and I know I just said that the big rock hadn't fallen down. It has. When I was flying on the drone, I did not notice this. It didn't look quite as obvious as this now, but the big rock which used to sit on top of here has fallen. I'm going to go and take a closer look. Have you got close to the big rock yet?
No, we've just been in the shallows. It gets quite deep in here, so we can't stand up.
But you've got the mask. Do you want to do some masking, Story?
Yes, I'm doing it.
Yeah?
I saw a sweet potato.
Yeah?
And I saw fishies.
Oh, well, I'll bring the camera in a moment. We can film them, alright? I always feel a little bit nervous when I come to this rock pool because when the tide is fairly high like this, you really, really do feel like you're close to the big waves. You can see them washing over the rock pools themselves. Now, when I get close up here, you can get a proper shot of what I'm talking about, see? I'm almost 100% sure this used to have something sitting on top of it. Ah, there it is. I'm wrong. There's the big boy. I thought I could see it from the drone. I wasn't wrong. Oh, I'm relieved actually. I'm 100% relieved. My goodness. The beautiful rock is still there. When you're walking through the tides, you have to make sure you don't fall in these holes. Watch your footing. So here we go, people. It was a false alarm. There it is. The iconic site of Magpupungko rock pools in Pilar, right by our house, is still here. This is where we came with Eden our dog when we brought her from the UK. Took some pictures here, and now we're back again. For the first time after the storm, it's still here. I'm very happy about that. Look how deep that looks. It's super deep. I'm actually a little bit concerned about jumping in because I'm the only one here. The lifeguards aren't here anymore because obviously it's temporarily closed. So you are, you know, taking your life in your own hands. I wouldn't say it's particularly dangerous. You just need to be a little bit sure of yourself or come at a much lower tide, which in this season doesn't seem possible because this was the lowest tide of the day. All right, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna jump in.
There's a big bit over there.
Did you see any fish? Let's have a look. You found pink seaweed?
Yeah.
Alright, show me. 3, 2, 1, go! The current pulled you away. Can you see it?
Ready to show the pink seaweed? Go for it. 1, 2, 3.
Did you see it?
Yeah. Did you see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You really have to fight the current. As soon as your feet come off the ground, you just start going that way.
I think we've actually got our timings a little bit off to come to the pools because the tide, the current is actually coming back in. So
This was the best we could have done today, though.
Yeah,
Unless we came in the afternoon at like 5 o'clock when it would have been dark.
yeah, we're actually leaving the pool a bit, so it's getting deeper and going out, so we're kind of getting sucked in the wrong way. It's still very pretty though.
A bit slippery, I'm actually falling over. Alright, let's go under. I can't really see anything, it's all blurry. Alright, we're just by the amazing view again. We're trying to time this so Story can look in this hole before a wave comes. Did you see fish in there? No, I didn't see anything.
There's big fish in there. They're tiny, like stuff. This big.
Yeah?
Can I see?
I don't know if you just heard that. Story said around this rock is our home. It's so cool to think that that is true. Just around this corner leads back to where our house is. It's way too tidy to go that way though. You can see the big waves washing in, look. Oh. Beautiful, isn't it?
So beautiful.
Yeah. Way too much tide to get in these pools now though.
Yeah.
Story's decided that swimming back or masking back is far better than walking, right? You see anything on the way? What have we spotted? Yeah, it's blending into the rock though. I don't know if I'll catch it. So this is the view heading back onto the beach. You can definitely see a difference from the last time we were here. But there are some establishments. They have put some places up to get food and drink. I don't know how comprehensive it will be, but there's something here, isn't there?
Yeah, and they're rebuilding as well. You can see there's construction in 4 places already, so it will come back.
Yeah, it won't take too long, I don't think. Maybe just in time for tourism rush of the summer. So today was actually my first time back in the ocean since December, isn't it?
Yeah.
Since like before the typhoon and everything. And I have to admit, my confidence is shot. I jumped into that water with the underwater camera thinking I'll be all right. And honestly, I just panicked. I lost my shoes. I was flapping, the current was pushing me, and I was just like, help!
I'm sorry to laugh, I do keep chuckling about it. I just saw Jay's face like bobbing above it. Help!
I know.
And he'd lost both his shoes, and I was like, where are they? He's like, forget the shoes.
Luckily, Sacha went back into the water and saved them for me.
Rescued your shoes.
Yeah, but it took me about 15-20 minutes to get my confidence in the water again.
Was it deeper than you thought it was going to be,
No,
maybe?
it's not the depth, it's the current. The current was so strong that I was trying to I could feel my shoes leaving my feet. And I was like, if I lose these shoes, then what? So I was trying to keep my shoes on, but then I wasn't swimming properly.
Yeah.
So then I started panicking because the current was too strong for my swimming stroke while I was worrying about my shoes.
Yeah, I have to say actually, if you're going to come to the pools here, you do have to take a calculated risk in a way, because if you get in the pool at the wrong time, like now, say if we were arriving now and the tide is coming in, it's strong, the current is strong, and you're in the rock pool, you will get pushed into the rocks, or so if you jump in at the wrong time, you will just you'll get swept away.
You need to be a fairly confident swimmer.
Yeah, and conscious of your surroundings as well, and see what other people are doing as well. If everyone's leaving, don't get in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, a lot of people come here just to get a photograph, because this is the iconic place to get a photograph. And a lot of those people, maybe they can't even swim, because you could come at the right time, rest in the pool, get an amazing photograph.
Yeah, you can just walk around the edge. You don't actually have to get in the main swimming pool. There are little rock pools along the way that you can just kind of sit in and dunk in and stuff, but the main rock pool itself is actually really deep as well. So if you're not confident at swimming, don't just jump in for the Instagram. You have
exactly.
to be wary of it, because it's a natural rock pool. There's no security here. There's no guards. It's not a
I mentioned it, now that it's temporarily closed, there's no lifeguards, but by the time tourism comes back, maybe they'll bring the lifeguards back.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, just be careful of that. Story's been busy doing some Zen gardening. There, I can see the finger marks where you've been using your hands as a rake. Nice work. This is an overview of how things are looking right now at the rock pools 2022. I'm filming this at the end of March, so you'll be able to gauge what it's going to look like by the time you get back if you're planning a vacation here. This is what things are currently looking like after the storm. Of course, there's still quite a bit of mess around from where everything was just thrown into the sea and then the tide brings it to the shore, but at least this beach is cleaner than our current beach. But I guess because there's restaurants and shops here that are making an effort to keep the place a bit cleaner for when tourists come. So this is probably the only place to get food right now, but because we live nearby, we don't need that. We're going to go home for lunch, aren't we?
Oh yeah, because you want to get Story a cracker
What is
for
it?
the walk, for the journey.
Oh yeah, okay. Was that the cassava crackers? Just picked up a fried cassava cracker with some coconut jam, 20 pesos. This is the situation outside the main entrance now. Normally there were loads of shops and car parking places here, and it's got some way to go. This was the gift shop where we bought those goggles from.
We did, didn't we?
Because our goggles broke on the way down the last time we came. We bought a pair from here. This place is still up and running. Souvenir shop. Good to know. Now there's little elements of everything still running, which is a positive sign. And when the sun's shining like this, it really does still look beautiful. Story's been eating in silence, haven't you?
All we can hear is the crunch, the chomp.
Step, 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 crunch. Step, 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 crunch.
Like a Cookie Monster.
Someone loves their cassava cracker.
I forgot about these crackers.
Yeah, we haven't had them for a long time,
I
have we? Do
forgot them.
you remember Cassava Boy?
Mhm.
He used to walk around in General Luna selling these.
Mhm.
That was the last time we got one.
And I said yes.
Yes, we did. I was just saying to Sacha, I feel like I'm in holiday mode right now. I'm appreciating everything like as if I'm a tourist. It just reminded me that whenever you go to a country or something, you can live next to one of the most famous tourist attractions, which we do, and then not ever go there. I think we come here, what, maybe twice or 3 times a year?
Yeah.
And we can walk here in 10 minutes or less. We're just about to make it back to the main road. Look at this gorgeous sunshine. It's crazy. You can smell the humidity in the air. It's like when you get a breeze, it feels cooling, but as soon as the breeze stops, it's like you can breathe the water in.
Yeah. You go for like hot pockets. Like, I think there was one just now where the wind drops and you like walk through a gust of hot air.
Yeah.
And then you come out the other side and you feel the coolness.
It's actually quite nice.
Yeah.
Like a spa or a sauna. We're almost home. It's beautiful.
Made it.
We were just looking at the flowers, weren't we?
We were, yeah.
I can hear Poppy's had the air conditioning on.
We left music on for her too, didn't we?
Yeah, I wonder if it's still
Yeah,
running.
they're nice ones, aren't they?
And this one.
Lovely.
This one's a rose, I think.
Hello.
Hello, Butter. You got your cone on. Aww. If you're wondering why Poppy's wearing a cone, she actually got bitten by a dog who lives on the other beach and made a bit of a puncture wound. No infection, no inflammation, so that's good. But we just put a bit of cream on there and the cone is to stop her from scratching it. So she'll be healed in a few days, I think. Naughty Poppy, she wouldn't come back, would she?
No.
She ran off and I think she got taught a bit of a lesson by some of the dogs on the other beach.
Yeah, 5 dogs.
Yeah. We had a lovely time at the beach. Yeah. The water's a bit calmer, we'll take you next time. I hope you enjoyed today's video and we will see you in the next one. Bye.